Hello and welcome. We're here on our first live solo session of the day. And yeah, let's freaking launch, man. Prelude on. Let's do Hellas. And the plan is to play this solo, let people get a chance to join, chat away, and then oh, it's the chat doesn't update as fast. One sec, there we go. As fast as I was seeing it update. And yeah, and then we'll get into some PvP and stuff, which should be fun. So, we haven't played Ecoline, which is easy mode. Is there a fun Ecoline start? Maybe Nitrogen Rich or anything like that? Meh. I don't really want to do a lame run to start the day. What was our other choice? Robinson? Some production? This is not a fun run. Let's try that again. And what we'll do is we'll just alternate what we're rolling for. This is Elysium. Point Luna, everyone's favorite, and by everyone's I mean mine. You know, whenever I see a discount card for science, I'm pretty much right there. Not a great start, and I honestly played a lot of Point Luna, so it makes me want to play the event bad boy, Interplanetary Cinematics. On it, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Though there is the immigration shuttles, which is like not a bad start for Point Luna. We need the wild tag for the science, and then the Martian Industries gets us $6 without the negative production, which is kind of nice. And then I think it's as easy as, I don't know. This is $18, but then we get 6 back. All right, let's do this. Martian Industry. Research Network, we get a whole bunch of cards. I thought we would have enough. We do not. That's fine though. We'll get immigration shuttles next turn, I do believe, but we'll get a titanium production before then. I think we'll still have enough. Event for cards is great. All this is great. Now here's the thing: we can buy one card. And only one card if we still want to get immigration shuttles. So let's tech dem with the discount later seems pretty good. GHG actually helps us terraform, but let's just pretend I didn't see that and move on forward. What do we get for a free card? Indentured workforce. If I had another $1, I'd get the development center right now, but we do not. So let's move on. Science tag. Buying lots of cards, but we have lots of income now. Mineral deposit gets us a bunch of steel. What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Let's get the dev center going. I think we have enough science, don't we? We have 2 science tags played. Excuse me. We have 2 science tags played, and then 1 here for 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. That's pretty sick. I'm pretty down. I did want the deep well heating, and we may as well take the hit to our points just to get that now, because it's gonna pay out really good. What's our click? Oh, I didn't even grab my free card. A little bit of Oxgang trying to sneak in through the free card draw. Nobody likes that, but optimal arrow breaking. Yo, let's go. A couple of good terraforming events as well. I think that we just go with the card draw here. And then Regolith Eaters is like helping us terraform the planet and put us in a good spot so that we're not like, you know, losing, which is, you know, a good place to be. And now we have 4 science tags plus a wild, so we're ready for the mass converter, which is optimal arrow breaking discounts and then space events, and you know, we're off to the moon or to the Luna. Oh, another wild tag as well. Interesting. And restricted area. I mean, I don't mind some card draw. You know that. I don't know what the wild tag's needed for, but take it. We'll do an optimal air braking right away. Okay, I'm not loving it. And what I hate most is that I feel like we're going to have to resort to some Oxgang on this run. Because we did play with Preludes, so we're basically coming into the halfway mark here in a second. Event, yes. I mean, energy. We don't really need more energy, but, like, it's good. It helps, like, heat the planet, which is something that we're really looking for. Boo, Oxgang! And Pinstar with the Oxgang as well. Oxgang is the term that we give. Is this actual Pinstar? Like, does some really good stuff. I think I watched some of his videos on Loop Hero and stuff is what got me. Loop Hero and Slipways and a couple other really good gems out there. Hey, it is the Pinstar. That's fun. Oxgang is the term that we give to, let's see, Ironworks. So there's Ironworks, Steelworks, Titanium Foundry, I don't know what that one is, and there's also the water splitting plant, all of which take 4 or 3 energy, and they help you win the game, but at the cost of getting a low score. Because all the points that you would get at the end of the game for getting greeneries around cities and all that other stuff is basically wasted, but you've got to a cheaper win. So maybe Oxgang like enables something like a Jovian strategy with multipliers and other stuff like that, which would make it really sing. But it means that you're selling your soul to the devil. I'm doing Terraformers right now too. Yo, Terraformers is so good too. I love it. I find it like I'm playing all the scenarios, but we're just getting so many gold medals. I'm like, I need to up it. I need to up the difficulty on it. But it is such a great little puzzle to pull apart. All right, so let's what I'm looking at right now is lava flows because I really want it on Olympus Conference, but we also have, and I need to use this effects thing just for the benefit of the viewer. On an Earth tag, we get a card for free. On Mass Converter, we get $2 off a space tag, and if we play a space event, we're getting $3 back, so functionally $5 in discount, and 3 heat, all of which apply to imported hydrogen, but we could get even better discounts and stuff for it later. So, like, absolutely thinking about it. The reason I'm thinking about it is because before putting down that lava flows on Olympus Mons, I want to have an ocean beside it for some money back for the placement. So I think we're just gonna wait till next turn. We don't need to rush it. If I'm counting correctly, there's already been 3 different games about terraforming Mars on the channel. So technically, I think there's like a 4th game in there as well. It's definitely our theme. I was also thinking about playing Humankind with a Mars map, which seemed like a lot of fun. Man, I can't believe you guys don't want me to go Oxgang. Like, I'm like, Oxgang would bail us out so hard right now. Let's do an invention contest. And there's TFG, Terraforming Ganymede. And Terraforming Ganymede does get the benefit from the wild tag. So it's an extra TR for this wild tag that we're going to play. And it's a TR for all our Jovians. So we're going to have 2 wild tags, a Jovian itself. That's already looking really, really good. But what do we do now? How do we not lose this game? How do we keep up our momentum? I think we still have to do the imported hydrogen. And we're just going to go for something lame. Oxgang is a necessary evil sometimes, but I will still boo it regardless. Yeah, Pinstar, man, Jovians. It doesn't count at the end of the game. I don't know if it tells you. After being played, when you perform an action. So none of the Jovian multipliers get this because at the end of the game you're not performing an action, but Terraforming Ganymede, it's the action of playing the card. So when you play the card, you say all my wild tags are Jovians. Boom, baby, you're in. You've got lots of stuff going on there. So you know what? We can play it slow though. We don't need to panic. Because now what I'm thinking is I want a subterranean reservoir here. That gets us up to $9 left. Not quite enough. Instead, let's just do the fusion power and chill out with like tons of energy because we're not getting any heat production cards. Okay, we can also do a hilarious grab of nitrogen rich. So 1 plant income or 4 plant income, you just need a bunch of plant tags. Well, I don't have plant tags, but I do have cheater tags. So let's see if we can cheat our way into that. And that's now become... Oh, we also got Ganymede Colony. That's hilarious to just accidentally have that fall in our laps. Let's get our heat bump and we'll draw our cards. I don't think we have any microbes coming in. Yeah. And let's see if we can get a really quick bad boy. So that means this turn, what do we do? Do we reservoir? Here's the thing. If we're super lucky, we could get like a loan or something like that. So we could. When I play multiplayer, Jovians get hate drafted away from me the moment I play a multiplier. See, I would say that, like, you know, that's fair. That's, you know, how it should be. But my experience has been the opposite. Players have just thrown them at me. I'm like, bro, you should not let me have this. So we have 2 earth tags, 2 wild tags. So obviously the thing to do here is get 4 income for a point. And that 1 point on cards could end up being 2 points on cards, 3 points on cards, and so on. Let's go. All right, here we go. Comet helping us terraform. Love it. Media group, insane. And then greenhouses. The reason greenhouses is so good is because I was going to get a plant tag. Actually, I already got my plant tag, so I don't need it as badly. But it's such a good endgame card. Come on. It's also what is it? It's also a event. So let's get a card. And I'm actually going to make money out of thin air here, which is going to be great. So we are going to play... Like, what we want to do right now is play Nitrogen-Rich Asteroid, right? Absolutely no holds bars. We need to play this card. But let's make some money out of thin air first by playing Media Group. So that's going to cost us $6. Gets us a card. We now don't have enough for the card that we want. Boo. But something like Asteroid, right? We're going to put 3 titanium and $3 into this, right? So we have $17. And boom. Now we have $20 and 2 titanium. So our money stayed the same, and we got enough heat for a heat bump. Like, love it. And what other events were we thinking about doing? I think that we unfortunately, it's not that big a deal. We could make our energy into money, but that energy is way more valuable as heat. So we're going to have to sell some cards. And we only need to sell... One sec. How many do we need to sell? I think we need to sell 3. 29 plus 2 titanium. Man, where's my advanced alloys when you want it? Oxgang got booed. Oh, man, we honestly should have played Oxgang like a million years ago. But I'm going to trust in the gang. Underground Detonations is like a god-awful tier card. Love to sell it. It is nice to keep cards in hand in case you get the ability to cycle cards. I'm unsure about Power Infrastructure. That's like... could save us if we overdo the heat. Let's not worry about Search for Life. We already have all the science tags we need. So our plant income is right now at 0. And research this bad boy. This is spending all of our money, and we only have 1 heat, right? We play it, we get $6 back, and now we're up to 4 heat. Like, it's just incredible. Do we want to steal an energy? Not really. Let's get a rad suit. It's gonna almost pay for itself, and like that's good enough by me. All right, you know I love me some city cards, but it's way too late. We're Gen 9, so we have 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 4 generations to do all of the terraforming. We've done pretty good for heat. I'm not really that worried about it. So I guess we can grab the plant stuff, but like my word. I really, we need to keep our eyes open for... What do we need to keep our eyes open for? We need to keep our eyes open for a couple of things. But really, it's oceans that we need a lot of. So we have 3 in hand, I think. 4. Oh, never mind. We're so good for oceans. Why did I even bring it up? Is this my first time playing? It's just greeneries then, right? Microbes would also do a lot for us because obviously every 2 microbes is an ox bump. I'm not willing to end the game without playing this 2-point Jovian. It's too powerful. It cannot be stopped. How do we... I think we have to just make a big lake. So, big asteroid. That's going to get us some water. And then we go... I mean, it's also getting us a bunch of heat. Can we play 2 space events? That's a bit greedy. What we can do, though, lava flows for 2 titanium, because that's going to fund the war machine. Comet, good stuff. The stream title is foreshadowing what's to come. I'm glad you caught on that. We are going to play some PvP here. We're just playing a good old... Solo is just so comforting, right? Like, it's just such a good time. There's so many synergy cards out there in the world. Martian Rails. We could use Martian Rails 4 times. Right now, there's only 2 cities on the board, though, and the chat would rightly get to light me up if I went for it right now. One thing I want to consider, this I have $3 back on, so it's only $8. Leaves me with 8. You know what? We can put this down for money, and then we should algae, because that's like a lot of plants, and plants are what we need right now. Let's just play this straight up. Let's not lose this one for greed. There's the viral enhancers. We love it. After playing solo a bunch, you hate to pass the turn after 2 actions. Yeah, right? Like, you play solo so much that hitting pass ever is like, what do you mean, bro? I don't want to pass. I don't need to pass. Noctis City is a cheap city. We'll keep our eyes open for some, like, it looks like we're going to have a lot of plants by the end of this game, so let's keep our eyes open on that. The problem is that we have too many big score, like, end games. We've got the Jovian path, which we have lots of Jovians we can draw into, but we also have, a city pathway, both of which are powerful. In fact, I think I'm going to play the Immigrant City right now. We're going to put it down on the triple card slot because that is awesome. The immigrant, or the urbanized area is going to be going here, which is also going to be fantastic. A little bit of oxygen for the boys. We're 1 heat bump away from multiple oceans. Like, multiple, because Lake Marineris gets enabled at the same time, so we're going to basically get 3 oceans. I guess we don't have to be greedy, though. See, I can't get into TM solo mode. So, what makes TM solo mode at first good is going for, I want to break 100 points. And then you go, okay, that's kind of hard. You have to be risky. You have to push in hard. And then you go, okay, I want to break 100 points with this corporation or that corporation. And then, oh, I want to, you know, I got 130 points that time. That was incredible. And like, sometimes you can just build up to such an engine. Like, it's just, that's where the fun is for me. But I totally get that it's not everyone's cup of tea. I kind of just hate waiting on people when I'm playing in a lobby, though. Because, like, people are pretty slow to take their turns. Granted, I'm being pretty slow right now, just thinking about my actions, but let's do all this. And I also like strategically leaving. Like, these are some good tiles, but I know I'm getting oceans next turn. So let's just hold off on that. And then greenhouse is getting more powerful by the second. We never got universal discount. If we had gotten universal discount, restricted area would have been amazing. Slow turns and long games, exactly. I only play, I only stream and record at all for the fact that, like, it's just kind of a fun thing to do. It's super casual, just around, like, normal work and stuff. But if I was, like, gonna go, like, serious into it, like, and I wanted to play competitive TM, I'd have to hire an editor or get into editing myself, quite frankly, because there's just so much downtime waiting. It works well in the streaming format because the stream can be hilarious, but it's tricky. We just don't need science tags. We don't need this. First time viewer. Got the YouTube notification. How's it going? We're having a dandy of a time here. We are having a blast. We got Pinstar, man. Famous YouTuber Pinstar in the chat. Incredible. Pog champs all around. This is the last ocean we need. So we'll grab it, but if we find something better, we'll go for it. And then Lake Marineris. I love Lake Marineris because every time we do play an actual like Terraforming Mars game, which is Mars related, I'm always looking at it like this is the best. We have one production left. So am I going to risk buying something like Beam from a Thorium? I don't think so. I think that would be like irresponsible terraforming. How are we looking overall? Like not great. We are going to have one oxygen bump from Regolith Eaters next round. We've got basically 2 in hand now. You know what? I think we're good. I was worried there for a second. I think we're fine. I think we're going to actually crush this. There's not even a chance. We can go deep into cities as well. Like, this is 2 heat bumps next round. Everything's amazing. Everything's good. Power plant flooding. Is there anything? Restricted area is kind of calling me. That's the only thing that I'm like debating. I love the idea of putting a city here as well, but that's a little bit too greedy. I think we just have to spend this turn buying out plants like greeneries, and then next turn we can spend all our money trying to get those Jovian stuff down, like Ganymede colony and stuff, and terraforming Ganymede, but it's just a little bit too far out of reach. If we had gotten Cartel sooner, or really any other Earth tags, Point Luna could have popped for us, but it did not. Okay, heat bump. We need 1 heat bump, please, please, please. We did not get it. We could have it, but I don't want to risk any deeper. So this, then here. And then that's gonna, we're already good for plants, basically. If we buy greenery, we'll get the plants to win, and that's fine. In fact, when we play greenhouses, we'll get even more. So heat bump, heat bump. Let's do our cheap ocean, even though it's not that great. At least it's an event. We get a rebate. Card me up. Oh, we got mangrove. Mangrove is pretty fun. I forgot about mangrove. Had I remembered mangrove, I may have played things in a better way. Let's buy that heat bump, and then let's talk. We got a bunch of titanium. Ganymede colony, you are going down. You absolutely are a goat for us. Right? I mean, it's not that great. It's only 4 points right now, but with the other multiplier coming down, it's pretty big. And it's got plant tags on it. So that plant tag means greenhouses comes down. We play that. We have 14 plants. Absolutely insane. Didn't we have Noctis City? Did I already buy it? Or did I choose not to get it because I was worried about being too greedy? Oh, I already bought it over there. So now here's our struggle in this episode. We could buy a city here, and it would basically get 4 points. We put a city here, our first bonus greenery goes there, and then another bonus greenery there. So this is a 4-point city for $25. That's better than getting this 1 point plus 1 multiplier plus a second multiplier. So that's what we're going to have to do. Did we get the coveted bonus Jovian from wild tags here or something else? So we are gonna have 2 wild tags. So this Terraforming Ganymede, at the time that it's played, we get to count those wild tags. So we're gonna have 5 Jovians, one of which is Terraforming Ganymede itself, and then 2 bonus ones from wild. So this is 7 points of TR, plus 2 points on the card, plus I'm running out of fingers and space here, plus 1 point, because one of the cards that we played earlier is, where are you? 1 point per Jovian. So it's a 10-point card for us to play it for 31. That's $3 a point, plus you had to buy the card, yada yada, whatever. But still, like, is that not incredible? Are you not entertained? Because I'm entertained. Let's just... We have to grab plants so that we'll have enough for a bonus greenery. So then let's talk now. If I sold every card, I'd have $10 more. That's just not enough to get Beam from a Thorium, unfortunately. We could put restricted area down just for funsies. It could get us $6. Like right now we have all this extra cash and I don't know what we're doing with it. We have $11 extra. And nothing here is incredible for us. So let's do the restricted area. We're going 4 cards. So we go here. What did we get? Lunar Beam. That would be a card draw, but so we'll spend $2. That is Asteroid Mining. Once again, this is like a 4-point card for $28, but now we simply do not have enough money. We have a little bit more money than you'd expect because we have Power Infrastructure, and that's $7 more. 1 card, 9 points, like it's nobody's. It's actually 10 though. Well, I guess the plus 1 card comes from the other one. But you know what? I guess we could have played Tectonic Stress after all this. Let's sell all the cards here, and I just want to talk about one last opportunity, which is Inventors Guild. Is there a world in which Inventors Guild actually makes sense? We do have enough to buy the... No, we just don't. Let's just end it. Let's get out of this run. This run's been great. 65 TR. The whole thing terraformed. Only 16 points on cards, but because somebody booed Oxgang in the chat earlier on, we are actually getting a ton of greenery points and city points. So thank you. I think it was Taidomi. I think Taidomi was the booer of the... of the Ox Gang. That's 110. There you go. Great time. Everybody loved it. YouTube, enjoy this video. This one's for you, babe.